Las democracias pueden retroceder, las democracias pueden ceder a la demagogia, que es uno de los grandes peligros y enemigos internos de la democracia.
I think the way to a healthier democratic public life is not to avoid the questions of ethics and values about which we disagree, but to engage with those debates more directly. We need to find our way to a morally more engaged, more robust kind of public discourse than the kind of which we've been accustomed. Not only as a way of answering the populists, but also as a way of making ourselves better democratic citizens. Thank you very much.
Ultimately, the European Union is about not making people the same, but giving people equal access. We still don't have that in the European Union.
No médio e longo prazo, tudo aquilo que nós podemos conseguir de melhoria de qualidade de vida só se consegue se aumentarmos a produtividade média, ou seja, se aumentarmos o produto que cada um de nós, em média, é capaz de produzir.
While everyone will suffer from the consequence of climate change, the first victims, the most important victims, will be poor people in poor countries.
So we now understand enough about these viruses that we can actually simulate future outbreaks based on historical events and based on our knowledge to look to a certain extent to the distribution of future epidemics in such a way that's similar to how it's done for earthquakes and hurricanes.
Eu acho que o grande problema também europeu tem sido o alheamento da existência de cânones mínimos. Porque, de facto, o cânon é a sequência de obras que se tornam paradigmáticas e em relação às quais um grupo, uma coletividade, um indivíduo, uma pessoa se pode reconhecer. Ou pela sua nacionalidade, ou pela sua língua, ou pelo seu conjunto, pelo conjunto de valores que aprecia, etc.
Those are all questions. Now, what science, I would argue, does is gives us the best answer given the state of our knowledge and the data that we have at any particular time.
You know, even an atom bomb actually empowered humans, because an atom bomb can destroy a city, it cannot decide which city to bomb. You always need a human to make the decision. AI is the first technology that can make decisions by itself, even about us.
Population aging has now displaced rapid population growth as the #1 population issue of concern among professional demographers worldwide.
Democracies are beginning to suffer from the fact that the laws under which the demos lives applies to increasingly larger groups of people who are not part of the demos.
In most cultures, women are taught to be silent. You have to be quiet. Girls, you are a girl. You can't be too loud. You have to use your moderate voice, and you can't. So all that you can't be too loud, you can't be too this, has translated into you cannot challenge authority. Allow little girls to have their space. Don't shut them down. Don't tell them you're being too loud. Let them be able to express themselves in ways that tomorrow will translate into being able to speak up.
You can't solve the problem of climate change without solving the problem of the oceans, and you can't solve the problem of the oceans without solving the problem of climate change. They go absolutely hand in hand.
So I believe that for the developing world, there's no path to prosperity that does not run through city streets.
From an American perspective, I'd say one of the most frightening things is how little Europeans can do by themselves militarily now.